Hi, my name is Jonathan Musa. I will continue the discussion of the G. elegans poisoning case. So, some important facts from the case to remember. The victim was a 26-year-old female who was poisoned by Gelsemium elegans, or G. elegans for short. This is a toxic plant native to Southeast Asia. Its most toxic alkaloid it produces is called gelsenicine. This is a respiratory system toxin. The victim was found, according to the report, comatose at home and brought to the hospital with deep coma, hypoxia, and acidosis. It continues to mention that after mechanical ventilation for hours, the patient recovered from coma with sequelae of impaired short-term memory, disorientation, and childish behaviors. And her brain magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI, showed bilateral hippocampus and basal ganglia damage due to hypoxia. And then during 8 months of follow-up, they reported both her symptoms and brain MRI scan improved significantly. So a similar case study I found was a study done in Hong Kong from April 2019. It looked at 62 cases of poisonings involving 26 different poisonous plant species. Among the plants, the three most common were Alocasia mycorrhizos, giant Alocasia, Gelsemium elegans, graceful jessamine, and rhododendron, which is azalea. The study found that people ingested these plants for a variety of reasons, from accidental to suicidal reasons. Each plant was found to have different effects on people. There were gastrointestinal toxins, respiratory toxins, some were neurotoxic, cardiotoxic, or cytotoxic. And each plant had a different mechanism of attack on the human body. Some similar effects of the toxins affected the person's systems, but each at a different part of their process. On the report, they list on a table the different toxins, mechanisms, and features or symptoms. They analyze the toxins produced by the plants using mass spectroscopy and microscopy. The report concluded that diagnosing plant poisoning is challenging and the epidemiology of plant poisonings is geographically specific. Clinicians should consider a complementary approach with consideration of the clinical toxidromes, local epidemiological data, and botanical and toxicological findings to help recognition of the plants involved in cases of intoxication. They also stated that plant specimens and biological specimens should be saved whenever possible for toxicological analysis, and that clinicians should be aware of local poisonous plants and their toxicities. Although most plant exposures resulted in a self-limiting disease, severe poisonings were encountered, and the public should be educated about the potential hazards of consuming plants obtained from the wild and discouraged from engaging in this practice. I've included some pictures from the case study to show what some of these plants look like for reference, should you ever come across them. Here are my references, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.